Unless you have gone through this experience, it's going to be super hard to understand the trauma and the pain of what it takes to become a refugee. Nobody wants to leave their loved ones, especially their home, everything that they know, their families, friends. It takes a lot to make that decision to become a refugee or asylee or even an immigrant. Regardless of what name we put, the process is the same. When your dreams, when your identity, your being, what you want, what you don't want to be, becomes an imprisonment or a death sentence in your own homeland, you have no choice. When you're left with nothing at some point to either save yourself or to save your family members or children, you do have to make that decision, and it's not an easy one. For my family, I was too young to make any kind of decision. It was my parents. For parents, all they want is to see their children alive and have access to education. When my father decided to leave Afghanistan, I had two older sisters, and one was in university, the other one in 7th or 8th grade. It was tough times because they used to enter in people's houses, either rape or kidnap girls or females in general. Not just girls, even young boys were not immune. That's what took for my dad to make that decision and say, no, I need to leave now. When your last day of school, the only memory you have is a piece of hand in front of you because you tripped on it. It is an experience that always stays with you. It changes you. You may bury things. You may not acknowledge them, but they never leave you. The nightmares never leave you. We are resilient people, but it doesn't mean that we don't have feelings. It doesn't mean that we don't hurt. It doesn't mean that we don't feel the pain. Yeah, we bury it. We try to not play the victim role because we hate to be the victims, but it does affect us. We don't have to wait for a refugee situation, refugee crisis to know each other. A good time right now to learn about each other, understand each other as human beings, and stop the disasters.